Hello guys, this is Legendarma TV. It's good to see you, and today we're going to talk about and break down the first Redeemer battle, which is called Sea of Reflection. As always, if you find this video guide helpful, leave a like and hit the subscribe button to be in touch with all the new content I plan to make. Thank you very much. We're going to talk about how to access the Sea of Reflection battle, what items you can and cannot use, have a close look at the moveset of the boss. I will give you some tips, and hopefully, by the end of the video, you will feel a bit more comfortable and confident to battle this intimidating boss. Let's roll! So first of all, you can access the Sea of Reflection battle once you unlock it through the story, which should be around Season 3 Abomination or Downtown Burby Adventures, somewhere there. Once you unlock it, you can press G and click Redeemers, so you can open up the Redeemer battle window. It's a hard 8-player raid and can be completed 4 times a week. Keep in mind that Sea of Reflection is an optional quest, and if you feel like you're not yet ready for it, you can continue with the mainstream story of Season 3. It can always come back to it later. Now, what can you use in Redeemers? First of all, you can only use special Redeemer HP potions, and there are only 50 of them per battle, which makes it a little bit scary. So I highly recommend to rank up your HP potion proficiency to make sure you restore much more health per potion used. Also, once you chug a potion, your character will slow down for a few seconds, which can be to your advantage, extending your block or dodge iframes, or disadvantage by getting hit while you're slowed down. Next up would be the campfire kit. These you would want to place before the battle. Light it up and sit near it for 10 seconds so you can gain a 10-minute buff that will restore your armor as it breaks throughout the battle, decreasing your defense, and give you a little bit of boost of attack. Another one is Armor Temporary Repair Kit. This will be useful in phase transitions when you will have a little break. It will fully restore your broken armor pieces so you regain back all the defense. It takes a little bit of time, but you will have all that time during the cutscenes. Artifacts, of course, Cat Statue, Succubus Fang, and Werewolf Paw. Paw gives you speed, Cat Statue allows you to have extra SP when you need it, and Succubus Fang is pretty good to overall have a good extra sustain on top, so you can survive longer while you are practicing the patterns of the boss. There is also such thing as a guild exquisite feast, and any kind of feast. So what they do, if you own a guild house, you can always visit it before Redeemers and set it up in the kitchen. After 30 seconds, you will gain a buff for an hour and a half that will slowly restore a little bit of your health and stamina and increase your critical resistance. Also, one of the things that you can use, of course, are Phoenix Feathers and Party Revival Feathers that will allow you to revive your incapacitated friends. There is also such thing as a rookie buff. So for the first 5 clears of the battle, you will have a Redeemer rookie buff applied to you. It allows you to automatically revive up to 7 times once you are incapacitated, and also bolsters your attack, defense, and health. However, once you lose this buff, it can only be instantly revived once. And if you die again, you will be down for 8 minutes before you will be able to revive again. Once all the party members are incapacitated, the battle will fail, and you will have to start all over. Now, what doesn't work in Redeemer battles? You can't use any other potions there. Fine, superior potions, you can use stimulants, SP, stamina, merc recovery potions. Any buffs outside your character-specific ones won't work, which are soaps, Partholon Vanguard's buffs, fortune scrolls, and so on. Superior Guild Campfire, of course, that gives you a +3 critical, 100 additional damage, and 100 ALR, you can't use that. And Redeemers cannot be suppressed by any hold moves. So now that we know what can and cannot be used there, we can finally board a boat. A Zero Reflection attack cap is 27,000. Their critical resist is 90, so in order to crit cap that battle, which means having maximum of 50% critical chance, we will need 140 critical. As for the critical resistance, she has 125 critical herself, so having at least 125 critical resistance will minimize the crits on us to only 3%. So long story short, we need 27k attack, 140 critical, and 125 critical resistance to feel full power in the battle. Last thing I'm going to tell you are going to be the rewards. So why basically we're doing all that. Once you clear the battle, you will receive a Redeemer box. It contains one of the following items. It could be a gold pouch, which ranges around from 100k to 1 million gold, either a 3-star old accessories that you can dismantle for the spirit magic powder, an emote that you can either sell on the market or use it for yourself, Abyssal Shard Grade 1 and Mysterious Shard Grade 1, which can be put on your gear to increase ALR, or can be sold in the market for really good money. Also, once you complete the battle, if you go to your character info, which is C by default, and click on Redeemers, you will see your Redeemers progression. Each clear of Neam, which is a Sea of Reflection, grants you 25% right away. As you can see, every milestone will give you permanent stats, so it's going to be a very nice boost for your character. However, in order to unlock such things as Redeemer Seals and Full Force, which grants you a powerful attack once every 8 minutes, you will have to complete this battle 100 times. So once you complete this for 100 times, you will be able to get these Redeemer Seals each battle, and you'll be able to purchase these rewards over here. Now let's finally go to the battle and see what are the patterns of the boss. I will show you my Neamhain solo, Sea of Reflection solo, on my Arisha, and we will go through all the things that are happening there. So we go into the portal basically, right? The battle starts. And first things first, we're facing this huge crab. His name is Neit. The first Neit phase, don't be intimidated like he's so big and strong and all that. He's actually pretty slow. So keep in mind that, you ain't gonna be caught by many of the attacks. Just you need to react to them. He's pretty slow. So this one particular move, he doesn't do anything. He just changes the location. You can simply just attack his claws and that. Over here, he does this preparation a little bit, so you have some time to figure out what's going on. After that, he does a huge slam. So you would either want to stand to the right, over here, or you can run back, wait for him to stick his claws and attack his claws like right away. Make sure that whenever he pulls them back, you either dodge or block whatever character you're playing, or, blink or teleport, so it doesn't hit you. This double slam that he does here, I usually go to the right side, just basically blocking or dodging through the shockwave that he sends. You wouldn't want to stand in the middle, because he does this breath that deals a lot of damage. So you would want to stick to the right claw, because it stands still there for longer, so you can freely do your DPS here, and you ain't gonna be hit by the left claw, obviously. This one, as you can see, he's casting like an orb that will eventually go down on a random member. You can either just dodge away from it, or let it bump on your head. You will receive some damage, but it won't be there anymore. But if you dodge, basically it's going to be it will land on the floor and send a shockwave, and after that he reappears and does a huge slam. So you would either want to run back away so it doesn't hit you, or you can just dodge or block whatever. This doesn't really do anything, basically. He's gonna reappear again and does he does the smash, so watch out for it. The same as the previous pattern, of course. After a certain amount of patterns, he will be a little bit enraged. This is where you can use your resonance as Spell Sorter Risha, just like me in the video, or Kai's crossgun nuke. And he sticks these claws. Now, what do you want to do here? You basically attack these claws and make sure they change color to light green. So if you can see, as you can see, most of them are going to be like dark red or, dark colors. It indicates the health of his claws. So whenever you damage them, they change color, and once they're light green, they will stop receiving damage, as you just saw there. So you basically go and attack another one, and make sure, you kill them all. He will do that, usually in every battle. There is only, Neit lives up until this phase. So once he starts, putting his claws in the battle, he usually dies, because there's a lot of damage going. But obviously this is a solo, there's the Spell Sword solo, and I messed up quite a lot of times. This pattern, what he's doing, if we roll back a little bit, over here, does a little preparation. After that, he sticks the claw and sends a shockwave. So you wouldn't want to be in the middle. Wait for it to stick, and then he sends a shockwave. And there's two outcomes. He can either do another one, slam like right away, send another shockwave, and then does his smash, or he does the smash right away after the first slam. Like here, you're probably gonna use only once, right? Yeah, basically. Basically what I just explained. So there are two outcomes of that move over there. Again, the slams, you just dodge the shockwave and kill the right claw all the time. Deeps that thing down. Huge big slam with the tentacles or whatever they are, they're the claws. You can either go to the back for the back one, or you can still stick to the right and be there and attack it. Once Neit takes all the damage, you take away all his health in the claws that he has, he will temporarily become incapacitated. And that's where the second phase is going to start. Over here, he's down for the count. This is where the boss itself, Neamhain, enters the battle. So you'd want to use your temporary recovery kit. You can repair your armor. This first particular pattern, she has either 3 attacks or 1 attack, and then she sends the shockwave. One of the scariest things that Neem does, one of her patterns, involves a red attack. So whenever she shields up, and I slowed it down over here, you see she's shielding right here, and I hit her after that. So I trigger the red attack. Basically what she does, she goes back a little bit and starts charging at you. Once she flashes red and you lose that purple beam, if you're the target, right at that time when she starts flying, you want to dodge either to the left or to the right from her, so you don't get hit by that thing. If somehow you still feel like, you're not too confident with it, you can always tank that hit, but just make sure you get as close as you can to her, because the damage is increased on the red attack, the damage is increased further the distance she travels. So if she is like on the other side of the arena, she targets you and she flies towards you with the red attack, it might kill you. It might deal 100,000 damage. So please be advised on that. Moving on, this particular one is usually anti-range. So whenever you're far away, she would try to use that pattern over here. So she will leave these pools of poison on the ground, so you wouldn't want to stand in that, because anything related to purple stuff in Neem will basically poison you if she hits you with it. Which will result in you getting the debuff that drains your SP drastically, and also, whenever you have this debuff, all the healing is going to be decreased by 50%. So if you're going to use your potions, you're going to restore less health, and all the other spells or sustainabilities or items that are like Succubus Fang, they will be less effective on that thing. This pattern, basically, as I said, 3 hits, then she does like a shockwave, so dodge and block, stay away. This little helicopter again, of course. A basic lunge that she does. This is a helicopter. So if we'll slow down a little bit here, let's slow it down and go just 5 seconds back. See, she kind of kneels and turns around over here. After that, she does a hit. So you want to dodge or block it. And after that, she flies in the air and crashes down. You don't need to worry about the crash. Basically, this whole move is all about dodging the initial hit that she does right over here. Then you just make sure you don't leave the inner circle and continue DPSing her. This is basically one of the biggest sandbags you can, dream for in Neem. She takes a lot of damage during these. Another hit. One of the extensions to this 3 hits, 3 swings that she does, she would leave the pools of poison to the left and to the right from her. You would want to run away from that, or if you have a block, basically block them one by one. This over here, this next pattern, let's slow it down as well. Once again, let's watch this. So she would send them to the left and to the right. So you wouldn't really want to be either to the left or to the right, because you're going to obviously get hit by the poison. As you can see, like I did over here, and I will receive a debuff for it. This pattern, she basically goes up in the air. What you want to do always, you would want to stand right underneath her. Right underneath. And it doesn't matter if you're targeted, just like I am on the video, or not. After that, she crashes down, so you want to be prepared for it. You can either look up and see whenever she's about to land back, or if you have high graphics, you can see her shadow spinning. That's how I see it, and I am prepared for the crash. And just like the helicopter that she did before, basically this is the other big sandbag, so you would want to continuously DPS there. She does as you can see, she does the helicopter again, and then does her another combo that sends the shockwaves. You would want to be really, really aware of what she does, where she sends the shockwave when she lunges at you. But always try to stay as close as possible and as close as possible to the Neem herself, Neamhain, and to the edge of the arena. So whenever she teleports or does her charges, she doesn't like fly away too far, because otherwise this is going to be like a nightmare. You're basically going to be run around the whole arena chasing her down. And this is pretty much all of her moves in her first phase. She doesn't really do anything specific here. You just want to be aware of all these jumps that she does, and this particular combo with the purple circles. You would want to either hide or stand in between them, and make sure you stand whenever she flies up. you stand underneath her so you don't get damaged by these projectiles. Of course, another red hit over here. Keep in mind to dodge right when she starts lunging. If the target is the other player, however, just look where she is and try to stay away from the front line so you don't get hit by that thing. Once Neamhain's HPs drop to 8 bars exactly, she retreats. And here starts Neit's phase 2, where he comes back to the battle. Here's your time to heal up and restore your armor again. He only receives just a couple additional moves, like right here at the start of the phase. He sticks the claw, so you wouldn't want to be in the middle. Then you will have some time to damage that claw. Then he moves away with it. Also, this one, he basically goes underwater and then reappears. The camera will be locked on him. What he does, so he does 5 slams. If we look at the map, not on the map, but just like on the arena itself, he attacks in such order: top left corner, then top right corner, then bottom left corner, bottom right corner, and then a little bit to the middle with his last claw over here. Every stomp he does sends a shockwave, and of course the claw itself damages you. So be very careful here. After some time, he retrieves them back. So it might damage you. You would probably want to stand, if you don't have a block, you would want to stand in the middle, like right here, so it doesn't damage you. And then he basically repeats everything that he's been doing during his first phase. He reappears, all that. This is basically one of the last things he does in his second phase. He sticks both of his big claws. This is your opportunity to use Resonance or Crossgun Kai Nuke or any big abilities that you have. So you can damage multiple claws. And after that, you can just sandbag. It's just a sandbag, basically. You just go to this claw like I did and just DPS it until he is down. Just watch out for these claws over here. He will continuously send these shockwaves by sticking them. So you'd want to just attack and dodge and block for the shockwaves. Also, one of the other things that Neit didn't do in my video after 8 bars at his second phase, but he did it on the third phase, he will do this particular move. So you would want to start sprinting here and watch out for the red circles. So if he gets you caught in any of the red circles, you'll receive damage upon the slam. Then comes the initial slam, and he sends a shockwave. After that, you have some time to sandbag him. He spawns more red circles. As you can see, I get damaged by it because I was clearly standing in it. Over here, boom, and then another shockwave from the right side. But it remains in a sandbag position for a little bit longer, so you can just freely DPS that after it's done. Once Neit's HPs, you can clearly see them. You can only see Neam's bar. So whenever he takes enough damage, he will get incapacitated once again. And this is where Neam phase 2 starts. So she comes back to the battle. The camera will lock on her, and she will drop down, so watch out for that. And she will basically do exact same things she did in her first phase. You can see the circles. I wasn't hit by them because I was obviously away from them. There is only one thing that is going to be different in the next phase, in this phase, phase 2 of Neam. She will do such thing as Gates of Babylon. Let's slow down here a little bit. The indication of gates. She levitates a little bit, spreading her wings. And this is the indicator that you start running towards your position and be ready for the gates. Now, how to determine, how to figure out where she's gonna appear. So you gotta be on the other side, on the opposite side from her. Look for this big tower over here. So rotate your camera until you see the tower and start positioning yourself before the gates. Now, the gates of Babylon are pretty tricky and pretty hard to master right away. So you will need like countless amount of practices. Even veteran players like me will still sometimes get hit by it. So she appears, right? There are numerous positions that you can dodge the gates from. I'll show you mine because I found it for myself the most comfortable to dodge it. You can search on YouTube for different videos of how to dodge gates. I use this one. So you position yourself a little bit to the right from this stone tablet, whatever that is. Just a little bit to the right, just a little bit. And start waiting. So she starts casting these spears, they're little red attacks. So watch out for it. And I'm waiting for this particular spear that just matches this, this tablet, this, rock, whatever thingy. I'm waiting for it. So once it passes me, I run a little bit to the left. I stand on it, and then I wait for another one. I'm waiting for this particular one that goes right into me. So once I see it, I just dodge. And this is it. This is basically how you do it. You can also pay attention to this particular spear. So once it passes you, you can dodge to the left. So basically you just walk to the left for the first one, and then just dodge to the left again. And that's how you just dodge the gates. There is literally, it's really easy when you look at it, but it might be, you might be panicking and all that, but eventually you'll master this. Once Neem drops to the 6th bar, which will have 6 bars, Neit's 3rd phase will start over here. She retreats, Neit comes back to the battle. What do you want to do here, basically? You would want to run to his stomach and wait for the button, E button, to appear. So what it does, you basically mount him up, you go on him, and you can just watch this cutscene and just chill and do nothing. You wait for him to do the huge slam that he is about to do over here. He does it, and right after he does it, you start spamming E button again. So once you start spamming it, eventually you'll go down. And you'll be safely back on the arena. At this point, at this stage, he does the same things that I already showed you in the video. So you basically just knock him down until he's incapacitated and wait for Neem to come back. Once his health goes down, basically, he gets incapacitated again, and Neem comes back. And this is going to be Neem's 3rd phase, from 6 to 4 bars. And she does exactly the same what she did at 8 bars, at her 2nd phase. Exactly same patterns. They're all random, keep that in mind. But everything plus gates, of course. The red move, of course, again. And you just continuously go and DPS her and practice on these moves, dodging, blocking, and just paying attention to what she does. So you just make sure that she drops down to 4 bars. It drops to 4 bars. And here's the cutscene is going, so you can start doing your armor temporary repair kit, chug a potion, and then just chill for like, I don't know, a minute or like 45 seconds. There is basically just the cutscene. You can do much here. Just look at her, how she removes her helmet. She's all sexy, you know, right? Yeah, nice face and all that. This all transitions to basically the last phase, which is Neem plus Neit. She does basically the same moves, but there is a couple new things that are going to be added to the battle. So let's check them out. So the phase starts with the slams that Neit does initially at like 8 bars. His second phase. You basically are just dodging, blocking these, making sure you're not getting hit. After that, he leaves them there for a little bit. You can now get some SP going. Build your SP. You have all the time until the camera locks on Neem again. Now Neem comes back to the battle. The last phase begins. She crashes down. She usually goes up in the air. Yeah, like here. And you remember to stay underneath her. After that, it does the red attack, of course, and after that, usually what happens, Neit appears like that, and you have the camera focused on him. This is intimidating, right? But this is the 6-hit KO. So he does 6 hits. If you get hit by any of them, you'll be caught, and then Neem will execute you. There are numerous different ways to negate that, to survive the 6-hit KO. Like I'm here, I'm dashing towards the screen and then block, then dash towards the screen again and block, and then to the right, dash right, block, and dash right, block again. So that's 4 hits. The 5th hit, he sticks his claw in the middle. You can stand where I stood, so it won't touch you. And then you want to stand around the middle-ish, closer to him, so you don't get hit by these 2 claws. There are different videos on YouTube how to dodge and survive the 6-hit KO. So you'd want to check them out. One of the easiest one probably gonna be, there is like a rock right there to the left, closer to him, where Neit spawns. You would want to stand there, and you would only will be able to dodge or block the 4th hit. You can ignore the 1st, the 2nd, the 3rd, the 5th, and the 6th. You only will need to focus on the 4th hit. So check that video. If I'll find it, I'll put it down below so you guys can see it. This is just how I dodge the 6-hit KO attack. And the only thing that is left is Neem's KO herself. Let's see if she does it somewhere here. Sure, where is it in the video? The gates again. I'm following the same pattern. I always dodge like this. So basically, they attack at the same time. So Neem attacks whenever she teleports away. Neit attacks. Either Neem or Neit. Which is sometimes can be a huge waste of time. So be prepared for that. Other than that, there is no different moves or mechanics. Just the KO that I'm waiting for her to do that in my video. So let's fast forward here real quick. Okay, finally. So, one of the things that she does, the KO, and she only does it on the last phase. Look closely to what she does. She sticks her spear into the ground and sends a massive shockwave. You would want to either dodge or block through that shockwave. Because if that shockwave hits you, you will lose all your stamina and will be debuffed. So the chance that you're gonna get hit by her and get KO'd after that is pretty high. So you have a closer look at her when she does that. Once again, let's look into it. She'll probably do that after this. Oh wait, it's the wrong one. Yeah, over here. She slams and sends the shockwave. So you want to dodge that. After that, she teleports and reappears close to the random player. She does exactly 3 hits. That's 1 hit. That's the 2nd hit. And the 3rd hit. So if you get hit by any of these, you will prompt a KO scene and you'll die basically. So whenever someone is targeted for the KO, you probably just want to run away from them and from Neem so you don't get hit if you're not confident. And just make sure you don't get hit by any of these. If someone gets hit by the KO, there's going to be a cooldown on it. So you will be, kind of safe, but you're still going to receive damage. Pretty good damage from her if you're going to get hit. So don't get too relaxed about it. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the patterns that Neem has. So once she goes down to 1 bar, the battle it's over. He's all tired and all that, and prompts a cutscene. The battle is over. You just watch the cutscene. Congratulations, you cleared Neamhain and Neit. And this is it, covering the Sea of Reflection guide, Neamhain and Neit. I hope you guys enjoyed it and found it useful. Please ask any questions either in the comments section below or in my Discord, link will be down below. Don't be discouraged if you die a lot in Redeemers. They're supposed to be hard and challenging. Myself, it took me around 60 runs to literally learn all the patterns, the phases, the gates, the 6-hit KO, and the Neem's 1-hit KO. So don't give up. The juicy rewards are waiting for you, and eventually you're going to be really, really great in this battle. Thanks for watching. Please leave a like and hit a subscribe button. I really, really appreciate that. This was Legend Dharma TV. Have a great day. Stay safe. See you again soon.